Hi guys! So, I haven't done a video in a while. We both haven't done a video in a while, but wanted to kind of talk about ways that you can practice your spirituality in a house where you live with other people. So the hubby and I have been married for almost 5 years, and we'd been living by ourselves pretty much for that whole time, and not had really a check on the way that we could practice our spirituality. And now we kind of do. What do you think? Yeah, I think we do. So we're living with the hubby's parents since we moved to Texas, and they are Baptist Catholic, right? Catholic or Christianity? Christian?
Baptist Christian.
Baptist Christian. And your dad is a what? A theologian?
No. He has a master's degree in biblical studies. He almost went to be a theologian.
Oh.
He stopped before he got his doctorate.
Yeah, so biblical studies, whatever. And it's kind of weird because he kind of knows where we're coming from with our religion because he used to be pagan, right? So
that's actually where I got my interest from. I grew up and remembered him with crystals all over the tables, and he taught my cousin how to charge them in the moonlight. Herbs everywhere, grinding them in the mortar and pestle, books, teaching and reading her palms. And it was weird, and it was just overnight. We're going to church. This is what's happening. And I found his herbs in the garage, and I found his books, and I started reading, and now it's odd to have to restrain our beliefs from someone who, from what my aunt, his sister, is telling me, used to pour themselves over in a library because he didn't believe what he believes now, and couldn't because he believed what we believe.
Yeah, it's odd. But, I mean, we have our theories on that. We won't go into that just for personal content type reason for him because we don't have permission to speak about him on here. But it's just, it's different to go from being able to do that stuff. And we had our own little witchy room, which we did a couple of videos in when we were in our old place. And it's going to probably be a year, if not more, before we can actually openly have our stuff out. But we're building a tiny house, and we're going to have our own little witchy space, which I'm so excited about. So our house is going to be under 360 square feet, and we're going to have a double loft in it. It's going to be 12 feet by 30 feet long, and 12 feet wide by 30 feet long. And it's going to have the two lofts. One of them is going to be our master bedroom, and the other one is going to be a witchy loft, which is totally awesome. But back to the subject at hand. Ways that you can subtly do things for your practice, just to kind of keep yourself attached. It's good to pick up on things like that, especially, if you're in a house with, say, all of that on the wall. It's everywhere. God this and God that. It's like, kind of like, not that I have any problem with their religion. It's just like, I can't practice my own, and it's a vicious cycle. So I have a couple tips and tricks. One is have an outlet. Keep a dream binder, dream notebook. Make sure you're writing in like a diary style book of shadows. If you want to have like a book of shadows just for spells and your magical workings, sure. But like have like a magical book of shadows so that you can write stuff in there as it comes to you. Like journal type book of shadows, just so that, if and when you do get to practice that kind of stuff, like say we have a 3-day weekend by ourselves, we want to do some things, and if I hadn't written it down, we wouldn't have known, kind of thing. Another big one is a lot of people wear pentacles as just, you know, kind of showing it, you know, that's what we are. But have it on you, like just wear it. Don't do it just to make a statement. Wear it to have some kind of connection to your spirituality. And so I wear mine right here. This one was bought by the hubby. I think it was a Yule gift. Did you buy me this pentacle as a Yule gift?
Pardon?
Pentacle.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's got a little moonstone in the middle, which is my birthstone. Just if anybody doesn't know, the month of June has 3 different birthstone gems that you can use. You've got the pearl, you've got alexandrite, and you've got the moonstone. Because, you know, we're moon babies. Woo, woo, woo. And then just I wear it all the time, and I kind of keep it just close to me. It's a good way to just even just touch it and remember that, you know, you're there. You've got the elements and the spirit right at your fingertips if you need them. Yeah. Another one is we recently went to, it's called the Magic Cauldron, right?
Yes.
It's a local store here in Houston. Is it just primarily pagan stuff, or is it other things?
They have other things, but I found that it's majorly just it's pagan.
Yeah, it's majorly pagan. They make in-house oils, which we have some, but I didn't grab them.
You can grab them if you like.
No, it's okay. They're just different oil combinations that they've decided to make, which they smell amazing. So we got a couple.
From what I know, they do their own essential oils as well.
Yeah, you can buy like pure essential oils, which is, it's nice because we didn't have anything like that in Canada. And if we did, they were expensive.
Yeah, and they have a great array of herbs.
Yeah, they got herbs and just lots of crystals. Well, not a lot, but jewelry type crystals.
Right.
And then some other things as well. But we went there, and I was looking. I had this fake crystal pendant. It was like, it almost looked like a little fake rose quartz kind of deal to it with a little point on it. And I wanted to get something real because we can't really show our and practice our spirituality. So I was looking in the case, and I'm like, you know, moonstone, it's a good grounding thing, and, you know, it's a good whatever. So I was like, I'm going to get moonstone. So I saw this one, and I was like, that's the moonstone that I want, right? And it was right next to another one where I could see the tag that said moonstone on it, but it looked a little bit different. And I'm like, well, they're all grouped together in pairs, so I'm assuming that it's moonstone. And it wasn't. It was actually sunstone. And it's sunstone little mini wand looking thing with clear crystal on the end and also on the other end. Let's see if I can show you that end. So it was really cool just to learn that it was something different than what I thought it was. And then I couldn't not go with it because I saw it and I wanted it. I was like, that's the one that I want. And then I tried to talk myself out of it, and Luke was like, no, you got to get it because it was the first one you wanted. And it's just funny because my patron god is Ra, and I haven't spoken a lot about that. I don't think I could talk about it maybe, but you know, Ra is the son of God, the sun god. And I just thought it was cool that, you know, my birthstone being a moonstone and, you know, being a moon baby, I needed the sun in my life, so masculine energy and that kind of stuff, and it just to have it with me. And I like the fact that it looks like a little mini wand, like I said, because then if I need to, I have it there and people don't know what that's for, and I can direct my energy. So I charge this in the sunlight, I charge this in the moonlight, in the full moon. Yeah. Another thing that you can do is I have a little notebook, and in here I've written down some chants and some spells. So I have a morning prayer, I have a daily prayer for the goddess, prayer for guidance, a blessing before meals, basic protection and calming chant, and then an evening prayer. And then I'm going to have the ABCs of kitchen witchery in here, but I haven't got that yet. And then I've also got a list of what is it called? The Witch's Garden. So it's a couple just random ones. So like aloe is for luck and protection, down to here with lavender for peace and happiness. Rose is for healing and love. So just like a quick jolt down. But yeah, this is good just to, you know, some people might be like, oh, like blessing your food before you eat it. That's bordering on being like close to like praying, saying grace. But what people might think you're doing is saying grace, but you're saying this blessing before meals. It's your secret way of being in touch with your spirituality, and it's something that you know. It might not be something that most people would do all the time, but when you can't do a whole lot, this is good. And I find that since having like this prayer, daily prayer for the goddess, it's the same thing over and over. So it's, bless me, goddess, on this day. Help me as I work and play to reflect your beauty now. Lend your strength and please allow this day to be all it should be. In love, I ask this. Blessed be. Just say it. Speak to your goddess. You feel a little bit more calm and collected in there, really. And then another little thing that we found was this, and it's a little tiny universal tarot set. The artwork is really cute. It's a little bit hard to actually do your divining with, but it's just another little witchy tool that you could, you know, have on your, sorry, lost you. I was about to tip you over. Another thing that you can have just on you, and some people might think it's a keychain, or you could just stick it on as if on the inside of your purse or inside of your backpack and whatever. But yeah, this is what the, maybe not, what the outside looks like. And then this one is XIX, the sun. That's right, I say XIX, I don't say the number. Let's see, can you see it? Just cute little drawings. They're kind of cute. But it's nice to have it as something that you can do. But yeah, it's just, you want to try and be, having not been able to do it and not having something like an outlet to do so has been kind of crappy. So it's nice to have that thing that you can reach out to and that thing that you can grab and just focus on. Another thing that I do too is if we're watching a movie or something, I have my calcite. No, it's citrine. Why am I saying calcite? Maybe I need some of that in my life. My citrine double point crystal, and it's got this little, you're right, you're not going to be able to see it. Anyways, it's this little groove. It kind of looks like a little heart. Got this little groove on it. There we go. You can kind of see it. And it fits perfectly. I'm going to have to switch hands here. On my right hand, my dominant hand. And I put the points in between my fingers, the L shape, whatever. And my thumb goes on the rough side, and then my index finger goes on the indent there, like on the groove. And I just sit there and I hold it. Another thing I can do too is I'll turn it so that my thumb is in the groove, and I just kind of can work it like a worry stone. Some of you might know that calcite is good, or calcite. See, again, did it. Babe, I keep calling my citrine calcite.
What?
I keep calling my citrine thing calcite.
You've never done that.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
What?
You can't leave me alone for 5 minutes.
What's in that tea you gave me? But it's good for prosperity, and I'm looking for a job right now, and it's also, for me, I find it's a good, like, a good stress reliever. Some people might be like, oh, that's not what it's for. That's not its property. But each stone is going to call differently to different people. Right, babe?
Yes.
Right. Right. And that's what this one is for me. Yeah. So, you know, inevitably you're going to do what you're going to do. And, you know, people are going to be mad and they're going to put restrictions on you and, you know, hate the player, not the game kind of thing. But you want to have that way to practice. Just to be
you.
To be you. All right. Anything you want to say while you drink your beer?
Sorry. Sorry for being absent during this video.
It's okay.
I think you pretty much covered it. The little peeps that I heard while I was walking back and forth.
Yeah, it's just try and do something.
Try to just remember to do something. If not...
Even if it's burning a candle and just saying a quick blessed be when you light a candle.
Right. And even if it's not once a day or even once a week, just once a month, just remember just to try and do that.
Yeah. And then, ooh, a little shaky. When you just pay attention to your dates, and even if you can't do anything for a Sabbath, just go outside. Be in nature. Just do something.
Or cook something.
Cook something.
You can't be outside.
Put your love into something to make.
And nobody has to know.
Yeah, nobody has to know. You could, like, be rolling out pizza dough, for example, and as you're working it, you could draw a pentacle in the dough and then knead it in, and no one would know the wiser.
It was always the bread we made. It was rosemary sage bread for the one holiday.
Yeah. What do we do that for?
Beltane? Beltane?
Lugnistan?
Yeah.
Might have been
it was one of those.
But we made it, and that was our thing, but other people would have eaten it, and no one knew that we made it for that specific reason. So that was nice.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So we're going to do a couple other videos coming up soon. I might have a job here soon, so that might be a little bit whatever. But we're going to be diligent on it. And like I said, we're going to be building a tiny house. So if that's something that you guys want to see, because we're going to try and put our own witchy flair on it through the building process.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. I was thinking of putting, like,
yeah,
talismans on the wall or something.
I was thinking of putting my own blood on it, but I figured that would just come naturally.
Okay, bye. All right, but yeah, let us know down below what you want to see. If you want us to keep going with the Book of Shadows series, we can do that. We would have to pull that out of the box though, because it's
we
still
have to
in
go
the
through
box.
The box anyways. We've got old stuff to go through anyways. We have to go through all
someone who know who you are commented and gave us a suggestion, so we should probably do that. That was like 2 years ago almost. Oh, that's crazy to think it was 2 years ago.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
They said rock and roll. That's no longer her channel. She said that thing that was on YouTube. Those 7 things we watched.
Right.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Because we actually did look at it. But, yeah. But now that this is a 20-minute video.
Hey, I wasn't even here for part of it, so that's all on you.
But, yeah. When I get talking, I get talking. You know you like it?
I do.
You like it? Check it out, check it out. What do you guys think of my glasses?
See, you've already started again.
See, I like it.
I do.
Yeah. Yes. But, yeah. Be witchy. Blessed be.